I didn't think you'd be on this soon.
I'm just gonna stop walking until I got here.
I'm just gonna try to wake you up by saying I fucking love this movie.
Oh,
it
thank
is
you.
so fantastic. I'm sorry for cursing. I didn't mean to, but it's just such a good movie. But since we just were talking about Kubrick, F it. Do you have a favorite Kubrick?
Shining.
Maybe Barry Lyndon.
Really? Interesting. By the way, there's no wrong answer.
No, there isn't.
You know, I have a ton of questions about Train Dreams, but I do have to ask you. I think that Andor is like the best Star Wars since 1980. No disrespect to the things you've been in.
I'm not going to fight you.
Okay. But it's just so ridiculously amazing. Have you all of a sudden noticed more people after Andor wanting to talk about Rogue One or, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I was speaking to someone the other day and they were saying they're a big fan of Rogue One and of Andor, and they were saying how it seems like through Andor people are going back and rediscovering Rogue One, because obviously Andor then leads into Rogue One. Yeah.
You're both in Star Wars, which is interesting. What's the craziest thing you signed?
Oh, God. The one for me was someone had one of those boxed up things and it was the burn up Uncle Owen. Like the charred remains of Uncle Owen. I didn't even know at that point it existed. I was like, okay.
There's those funny like little kind of like squat dolls.
Yeah, what do they call those?
I seem to sign quite regularly. They're...
It's like a talking doll?
No, they're with the big head
with
and the
big
little
head,
body.
and they have the little body in the
Oh,
square.
the Funko things.
Yeah, what
Funko
are they?
Pops. Funko Pops.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are very popular.
Yeah.
Those are pretty
I said
funny.
talking heads. What the hell do I know? You know, jumping into this film. So at what point, because you never know when you're doing something and you're on set and filming, how it's really going to turn out. But when did you both realize, oh, this might be a really special movie?
Oh, God. I had a feeling in my gut that because I was very familiar with the novella, then I read the adaptation, which was a really remarkable adaptation of a complex novella. Then I'd seen Jockey, and then I had a meeting with Clint, and I was pretty sure at that moment that I was about to go on a really, really good journey with someone with the potential of the film resulting in a special way. And I have to say, Clint even exceeded my expectations.
Yeah, no, he did an amazing job.
It felt at the level, the script was so intelligently written and just brilliant at getting, you know, a big, understanding big themes, big philosophical questions, like why are we here and what is the purpose of life, but then rooted in these very intimate domestic moments. So it felt like the people behind the script would do something interesting. But what has been amazing is seeing various cuts along the way, just how the film just got better and better and better until seeing it finished in Toronto and just immediately knew it had clicked. And
I had a bit of a clue when I started seeing some of Adolfo's cinematography, that all of the things I knew I had a good instinct for, then in the hands of him as a cinematographer, it was like, oh, this guy really knows how to shoot.
One of the things is there's some very emotional moments that are done in the film. I don't want to talk specifically about anything, but I'm just so curious as actors, what is it like when you know there's something like a big emotional scene coming up on a Monday? Like, how are you actually getting ready mentally so on Monday you're in the right headspace? Or I'm just curious how each of you would do that.
Oof. I always hope that it's not on a Monday. I'm like, at least Tuesday. Like, give me a day to get back
Preferably Wednesday.
to get back into the
Thursday.
week. Yeah. I think it's actually brutal though, when you have those big scenes and you know they're coming up, but I guess, and then you're just really relieved when it's over. But you sort of meditate your way into it, I guess.
I felt with this more than any other film, I wasn't worried about it at all because I could barely even get the words out describing to my wife what the film was about. Because the day I met Clint, I was in Chicago with our 1.5-year-old twins. So some of the film represents my greatest fear, and that shit all lives inside of me like you wouldn't believe from the moments before they got born. I just didn't have to think about it at all, I have to say, except that I was worried on the day that I would belie the stoic nature of Robert, because I'm a far more emotional person than he allows himself to be.
I'm almost out of time. I do have to ask an individual question, if you don't mind. As you know, I'm a big fan of Dark Matter.
Yeah.
What can you tease fans about season 2? Because I'm really looking forward to it.
Chaos and the kind of dangers of new technology, which I think is a really relevant topic right now, is staring down the barrel of releasing new technology into the world without really thinking about what the dangers of it could be. And that all the people that you know and care about and love are back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know when it's coming out?
Next year sometime, I think middle of the year.
Okay, that's a little too far, but okay, I'll accept it.
Come round to my house with a stack of cash and I'll show you some early cuts.
Yeah. I like the way you're talking. So you guys have both worked on a number of projects, and I'm just curious, which of the things you've worked on, was there one project that really changed you as a person, just had a real strong emotional impact, or just changed the way you act, or, you know what I mean? Was one of those like it just opened another path for you?
For me, this one, for sure. I mean, because you've seen my, over the years we've met so many times, and it's usually a rogues gallery of weird characters. And I think I'm always drawn to going, how can I be someone really different and play characters that avoid who I really am? Being a dad and being a husband and having my greatest fear being around my kids' safety, and stuff, I felt like at the right time this character came in front of me as a chance to be way more personal and exposing than I usually am, to the point now where I'm like, how do I look for more of that? I'll still play dress-ups and tune things up to 11 and do weird stuff, but I want more of this. I want to be able to just sort of be more transparent.
I think early on it was doing something like Crazy, where it was, trying out lots of improvisation and that kind of Jean-Luc Godard, well, we were trying to be Jean-Luc Godard, style of performance. And then maybe doing something like The Brutalist, which was a real challenge. And I was really enjoying kind of wearing a wig and trying an approach that was more through artifice than through pure naturalism. So that definitely then, it was really helpful for Train Dreams, again, using a wig and finding more technical ways into a character.